Part 1. White Clouds. Ethereal Moon. The Cause of Sorrow. Though most stars will still glimmer in the crisp winter air, the blue sea star has gone back into hiding. Legend states that the goddess prays for peace from her home in the heavens. In the town of Garreg-Mach, the anniversary of the monastery's completion nears, and the people's prayers intensify ahead of the Millennium Festival, still 5 years hence.
It's just, I was wondering why it seems as if no one values their own lives. Why do we fight until we die? Why do we kill without hesitation? I hate it. I don't like taking lives, or even the sight of blood. In the last battle, some of the soldiers under my command died for foolish reasons. Those soldiers could have pulled back. Instead, they kept fighting and were overrun. Am I supposed to be satisfied with the victory alone, even at the cost of such life? Exactly. I don't see the point. Honor? That's a foolish reason to give your life. Glory? Even worse. Just the thought frightens me. I'm not suited for battle, Professor. I suppose that's the nature of the world, isn't it? Professor, you take the time to lead me and teach me like this every day. Could the reason be that you don't want me to die on the battlefield? That's a bold statement, Professor. But for whatever reason, I want to believe you. You really are a strange person, you know. Professor, I wish to ask something of you. I don't want to kill. I don't want blood on my hands. I just want to lie on my back and soak up the sun filtering down through the trees. And I want you to help me make that a reality.
We are planning a grand ball for this month. I'm sure the students will be most pleased.
Yes, certainly. However, we must not devote all of our time to frivolity. We have a new mission for you. We have found evidence of someone sneaking into an unused chapel.
It is a building that was once a temporary sanctuary, at a time when the monastery was under renovation.
This month, your class is tasked with guarding the chapel and investigating these intruders. With the recent state of affairs surrounding the Holy Church, we cannot afford to overlook any abnormality, no matter how seemingly trivial.
I am ordering a seasoned knight to assist you to ensure the safety of the students. In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
Reporting for duty, Lady Rhea.
I thought you two could use the time to bond. And to speak of important matters.
Appreciate the thought.
Bear in mind that Gerald has a separate mission of his own. He will join you once he has finished it.
It's true. I'll be away from the monastery for a while. But when I return, I'll come and watch you work. I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, I'm glad I passed.
How shameful.
My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like cicadas in midsummer's air.
Cicadas? Those noisy little bugs that swarm about, endlessly mingling with one another?
Good point. I will revise. My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like a swallow in midsummer's air.
Migrating birds. Never sticking around for long. Always off to find love somewhere else.
Oh, no, what I meant was,
Oh, Ferdinand, you're just not yourself today. You don't seem focused. Your poetry lacks poetry. Perhaps a break is in order.
I would not dream of stopping now. This is my golden opportunity.
Pardon me?
We are finally alone. Just the two of us.
Why, yes, we are, aren't we?
You see, Manuela, I have long admired you.
Is that a fact?
I saw you perform countless times while you were with the opera company.
Oh, I see. So what did you think?
The figure you cut, that heartbreaking voice, I was mesmerized. That is why I am tongue-tied. I am nervous about speaking to you alone, after idolizing you for so long.
There's no need to be nervous, Ferdinand. That songstress you recall is long gone. I get nervous too, you know. But I want you to feel relaxed around me. Understood?
Yes, yes, I promise to try.
You're really full of surprises, you know that? I assumed you'd be more interested in combat than the arts. Come and chat sometime? I'd love to hear more about how my performances mesmerized you.
Ah, Linhardt. Reading as studiously as ever, I see. Anything to do with crests?
Hello, Professor Hanneman. Actually, this book's about fishing.
I didn't realize you were interested in fishing. What an unexpected discovery. I had heard that you were only interested in crests, to the exclusion of all else. As it were, I had rather thought I could train you as my successor, should we get to know one another better.
I'm sorry to betray your expectations. Truth be told, I've been thinking of giving up on my crest research.
What? Whatever for? Don't tell me you believe fishing to be a more worthwhile pursuit.
No, it's nothing to do with fishing. I adore the subject of crests. But to study them, you have to consult the people who bear them, right? I just don't have the energy for that.
It is an unavoidable hardship, I admit, but the satisfaction of making a real breakthrough is second to none.
I'm sure the satisfaction of catching a fish is pretty great too.
Consider this, child. Luring fish from the depths pales in comparison to untangling the mysteries of a quest. Why? It all comes down to purpose. Purpose, I say.
Calm down. I get it. Really.
Evidently, you do not. You must have something to work toward in life. The ultimate goal of fishing is to eat the fish. The goal of solving the mysteries of crests is, well, you must find that for yourself. What do you hope to uncover once everything is finally explained? What motivates you to keep digging deeper?
I had never thought about it like that. Perhaps if I did have a goal, I might share your enthusiasm on the subject.
No, Solon, was it not? And the Flame Emperor. It is most clear that something has transpired, and it relates to you somehow. Or is the fault my own, and you're just caught inside the wave? Seteth, the goddess of this world. I bear her name. How confusing. I feel as though my head has turned to mush.
Huh?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Mr. Backup doesn't come by anymore, which is fine. Not incredibly rude or anything. Nope, just fine.
They're having a lot of fun up on the surface, aren't they? Some kind of grand ball. Picture them all relaxing, having a drink, getting to dance with people they fancy. If I showed my face up there, the Knights would have my head in a second.
You?
This is our last occasion to speak. I am ordered to be leaving. They are thinking I am the follower of an evil god. It is not so, but they are not understanding.
Snuck into the monastery a while back, I saw a girl there the same age as me. She was crying. couldn't believe it. How could you ever cry in a place like that, where there's always food on the table?
Too much merriment. The librarian betrayed us, the Death Knight is back. Is this the time to be throwing a ball?
Hey, what's this about? The ball? Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular. Definitely.
Hi there! Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late.
Legend has it that long ago, a female student from the academy met with a mysterious man at the Goddess Tower. They fell in love at first sight and were bound together forever after. But that's not the really interesting part. The incredible part is that the man was apparently the Adrestian Emperor himself. Oh, what I wouldn't give to fall in love at first sight with a splendid and powerful gentleman. I want my own fairy tale romance, and I want it now.
It's true that Tomas was employed here under the recommendation of House Ordelia, but that's all I know of the topic. I never even seen him prior to enrolling here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there. I'm still feeling bothered by all of this, but there's not much else I can say about it right now.
Ah, the long-awaited ball. Finally an opportunity to showcase my exquisite skills on the dance floor. These skills were ingrained in me when I was a boy. My hands and feet move on pure instinct.
It's almost time for the ball! Oh my, am I excited!
This being a school, we don't have many chances to get dressy.
Alright, some scary things have been happening lately. I hope that this month, of all months, is peaceful. The ball is coming up and everything, although I'm not much of a dancer, actually.
Hello there!
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event? So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned.
Not even the tragedy in Remire Village will stop the surface dwellers from getting jazzed about a party. I get that they're probably seeking a distraction, but it still feels pretty damn selfish if you ask me. Gotta keep things upbeat, I suppose. Sorry for grousing. It just got me down, was all. Things have quieted down, but nothing has been resolved. Better stay alert.
That's so.
The ball.
A grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out.
Oh, great. Just great. It's that time when all the students get all lovey-dovey. You're new, but you know about the ball, yeah? I can't bear it. Young love is wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest. Ugh. I wish I could fall in love too.
Maybe.
Professor, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy. We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Yep. Sounds like the church has been taking in orphans from Vermeer Village. They do a good thing every once in a while, I guess. I just hope none of those kids get locked away for stepping out of line.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it? On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
The ball really brings back memories. Had some wild times back when I was first enrolled here. Ladies used to line up around the block for a chance to dance with the debonair king of grappling.
Hey, Professor. How's it going? Making lots of coin? I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Working. For money. You understand. Hey, how about a favor?
Pardon me.
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different house to the Goddess Tower on the night of the ball. But here's the twist. She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine. I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
Hey! Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas? But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out. This is most upsetting. What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer. I think it would be best if I stayed put in Abyss, far from view of anyone.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this.
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us so. However, I will continue investigating members of the Church. To think that even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion. I know not how far to take my search. Unlike the monks, the Knights of Seros are Lady Rhea's direct subordinates. Some are in quite unique circumstances, but I cannot think any of them would betray us. I have a request.
It seems the dastards who set Remire Village aflame have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this month passed by in peace.
Yes, dancing of Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Brigid. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Brigid, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me.
Hey! A moment.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to invite to a rendezvous at the Goddess Tower. However, I can't imagine he'd be interested in a sheltered ingenue like myself. It's hard to pluck up the courage when that's where my thoughts always take me.
Right.
Another month full of chaos. I've barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk? And what makes Flayn so special? Does that not bother you?
So, Tomas the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice.
Oh, come on, Self, you're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month.
Hello.
Someone entered the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past. With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
Hello.
I'm glad the Remire Village situation got sorted out, but it's not over yet, is it?
And I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore?
The area with the old chapel was supposed to be off limits. It was at risk of collapse, so they didn't even post guards. It's not too strange. Does that surprise you? Meh. Garreg Mach has lots of places that are blocked off for one reason or another. That's true of the underground Holy Mausoleum as well as the Northern Woods. People call it the Sealed Forest, but as far as I can tell, it's nothing special. Just a forest.
Hey, this is a rare opportunity to enjoy yourself. Please, leave everything else to us. The Remire Village incident, the search for Tomas, we have it handled. You just focus on enjoying the ball with your students. It's for the good of everyone, don't you think? If the professors walk around in a state of distress, the students will be uneasy too.
Our life in Remire Village is gone. Father and Mother, gone. Why couldn't you have arrived just a little sooner?
Whoa. I hope you're up for a challenge.
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
A ball? I don't think I'll partake.
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already.
I have never danced in front of people before.
Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it.
Last month was, well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful. This ball, though, I don't know. It's all new to me.
Okay.
Oh no, what happened in Remire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to. Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach. I pray that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
I have looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us. I have also discovered that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on?
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique. The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose to participate. May I ask a favor of you?
Well...
Indeed. Gerrig Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think? Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding, and every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all of Gerrig Mach. It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself. Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one, in 5 years, will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well, I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past.
Soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it. Have you heard yet about the White Heron Cup? If you have yet to choose a representative, do you mind terribly if I volunteer? Understood. Oh well. Either way, I am still so excited about the ball.
Hey, what's this about? The ball? Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular. Alois can't dance, but I hear he likes to watch. He volunteered to judge the White Heron Cup. Not that I care.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late. By the way, have you chosen our house's representative for the White Heron Cup? If nobody else comes to mind, I'm willing to take up the challenge, Professor. I see. If you believe there's someone more qualified, I certainly won't object.
Hi there! It's true that Tomas was employed here under the recommendation of House Ordelia. But that's all I know of the topic. I never even seen him prior to enrolling here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there. I'm still feeling bothered by all of this. But there's not much else I can say about it right now. Right. It's the dance this month, isn't it? Can't see how anyone would be much in the mood for dancing, considering. Although I suppose the White Heron Cup does sound pretty fun. It would probably be more logical to ask someone who likes dancing in the first place, so I certainly understand. Hello.
Come now, another month full of chaos. I barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk? And what makes Flayn so special? Does that not bother you? On a lighter note, I've heard you've yet to choose a class representative for the White Heron Cup. It's not something I'm interested in, but if no one else wants to do it, then I will shoulder the burden. Wise. Better to choose someone with more charm.
Thank you very much.
The ball is coming up soon. I am so excited. I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this. Sorry about that, Professor. I'm just so frustrated right now. I need something to take my mind off things. That reminds me, if you're looking for a volunteer, I'd be happy to represent our class in the White Heron Cup. I'm an excellent dancer. You really think you can find a better dancer than me?
This is most upsetting. What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer. I think it would be best if I stayed put in Abyss, far from view of anyone. I hear that there is to be an elegant dance contest known as the White Heron Cup, though I have no more familiarity with dance than any young noblewoman would. In other circumstances, I might have leapt at the opportunity, but your decision was a wise one.
Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel feel a bit ill now. Let us change the subject and settle my stomach. I assume you've heard about the dance competition? Have you chosen a representative yet? Or... oh my, you haven't, have you? Have you come to tell me I'm to be it? I think that's wise. I simply can't really be but... what I mean to say is, I lack the confidence.
No. Oh, great. Just great. It's that time when all the students get all lovey-dovey. You're new, but you know about the ball, yeah? I can't bear it. Young love is wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest. Oh, I wish I could fall in love too. Oh, speaking of the ball, Professor, have you selected your representative for the dance contest yet? If you don't, the contest will go on without your house, and that would be embarrassing.
Maybe. Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out. While we're on the subject of the ball, what's this I hear about a dance competition? Physical activity isn't my forte, but dancing can be fun. If there's no one else you'd rather select, I'm happy to represent our class. Are you sure? Please let me know if you change your mind.
The ball. A grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things. What is a White Heron Cup anyway? What? A dance competition? That's terrifying! We need a representative for our class? Please, anyone but Bernie! What a relief! Thank you so much, Professor!
Hi. Impressive. Nice work.
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event? So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm talking about such grim and terrible things when we could be talking about the White Heron Cup. It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I simply adore dancing. I'm quite good at it, since I was a diva in an opera company, you know. What? Why not me? Oh, whatever. So long as you remember to choose someone,
What the? Dancing of Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Brigid. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Brigid, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing. However, I harbor much interest in the dancing of Fodlan. Very much. Are you choosing me to represent at the White Heron Cup? Or are you not? I have understanding. You believe that I cannot grab the victory, I am guessing?
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. everyone was quite impressed with me. Do you see what I am trying to say here? Do not make me beg you. Please choose me as our representative for the White Heron Cup. Wonderful! You will have a chance to see the legendary footwork of House Eyre. Professor, do you know how to dance? I could really use some guidance. You really can do everything. Oh, I am envious of you, if you will pardon my frankness.
Yes.
Oh, I hear you've chosen your representative for the White Heron Cup. In that case, a word of advice. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm. Charm is important, wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with no charm? Not me. Do your best, make sure to put in the practice, and good luck.
You have my thanks.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
I love this meal. How did you know?
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I would be liking that greatly.
Constance, am I mistaken, or were you somewhat averse to vegetables in the past?
Mercedes, shush! Keep these embarrassments to yourself while there are others present.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Each battle, a chance to grow. As expected. Should I have held back?
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think. Return soon, please. Hello there. Return soon, please.
Maybe.
Hey!
Pardon me.
Professor. How are you doing, Professor? Would you care to join me for a cup of tea? It occurs to me that whenever we chat, I have a tendency to pester you with my questions and theories about your history. It seems only fair to speak on the topic of myself for once. And perhaps you might feel more positively inclined toward my research if I shared my own story. I am quite pleased to hear you're interested. Yes, quite pleased. Well, I suppose I should begin at the beginning, eh? I was born into a noble house of the Empire. Not a large house, mind you, but noble all the same. Our land holdings were small, but our bloodline was quite strong. So, as you can imagine, there were many of us in the family who carried the power of crests. I myself bear a minor crest. Our family's abundance of crests may be part of the reason I've been interested in the topic since I was just a boy. I dedicated myself to my studies, and after years of effort, I became lead crest scholar at the Empire's largest research institution. My research is more important than social standing in the Empire. There I had only imperial blood, and thus imperial crests at hand. So I came to Garrick Mach and devoted myself to my research during my time as a professor. My progress is slow, but with each revelation, I move ever closer to the answers I have sought for decades. Your cooperation as the bearer of the Crest of Flames ensures my research will continue to advance. In fact, it may bring me ever closer to the goal of uncovering everything there is to know about crests. I do hope you shall continue helping me advance in this field of study. Together, we will solve the mystery of your Crest of Flames, and our world will be the better for it. Shall we proceed? My lab instruments are fully prepared. I have a great number of tests I'm excited to carry out. No, don't worry. They won't hurt one bit.
Maybe.
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research. Just as I've always expected. No matter how old one gets, it's always nice to hear, "Job well done." That was rather productive.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. It's all instinct now.
You're a good professor.
I am beginning to understand. Never underestimate a noble. Seems simple enough. I am quite pleased. Never underestimate a noble.
Your guidance was greatly useful. I have understanding. You are giving me praise? I will get more soon. Your guidance was greatly useful. I have understanding.
That went way better than expected. That went way better than expected. Nailed it! Perfect! As long as it makes me stronger. I'll get it next time, too. That went way better than expected.
I appreciate your coaching, Professor. I got it? Good! You're quite the motivator, Professor. Everything went pretty well today. I got it? Good!
something I want to ask you. It seems like you just know everything.
What is it? Did I do something wrong?
Thanks so much!
Not cool yet.
Yeah!
If two people decide to be recluses together, does that even still count? I try not to think about my hair too much. You know I don't like being around people, right? This was great!
Let's get this over with.
Oh no, this is impossible. Look, Professor, we did great!
Seems simple enough.
Hope this is good for something.
I'm getting much better.
Mastery is within my grasp!
As expected.
Of course I passed. I am a scholar.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
I had a bad feeling, and I guess I was right.
Hi there! You have my thanks.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
I would be liking that greatly.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Hunting? Really? There's no way I can do this. Goddess, why couldn't I have stayed in today?
Bernadetta, is this a trouble you are having? I heard that the duty to hunt is yours today.
The duties all got assigned while I was holed up in my room.
Do not be worrying. I can show you the way to hunt well.
Oh, okay then.
When you see a beast, you are thinking of it as an enemy. That is how prey thinks. You must think of the beasts as food. That is how the hunter thinks.
So it's not an enemy, it's food. But, how is it food when it's still alive?
You pick the vegetables from the field. Those have life too. It is the same. You take a blade in your hand and take the lives of the vegetables. You cut their stalks and harvest without mercy. They do not scream, but you are still their killer.
Killer?
Fruit ripens and falls to the ground. The seeds sprout and a new life is born. That is life's cycle. It has cruelty, yes, but you must end life to eat. You must be killing to be living.
Maybe, but I don't know if I want to be some kind of vegetable murderer.
It is the same for rabbits, deer, pheasants. The only difference being that they cannot cry out. You must do what you must do to be living in this world. It is your task.
A task? Yes, just a task. A completely mindless task.
Feel it. There, in the grass. Prey is moving, just like a vegetable in the wind. Give it an arrow, just like you would give a vegetable a blade. It is just your task.
Right. That makes sense. It's just like cutting a stem.
You are now a hunter. You have learned how to hunt.
I am? I have? Oh, good! What a relief.
You have understanding now, I can tell.
Great! Leave it to me. I'll hunt down my prey just like their vegetables.
I have belief in you.
Aw, thanks, Petra. I can do this. Make way for Huntmaster Bernie!
Have luck, Bernie.
Ow! What? No! Stay back! I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit, I didn't mean it! Why are you the one chasing me?
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
have looked into Tomas, but from his... it is almost...
Professor!
Indeed. Gerig Makmatwa. It's a once in a... Gerig Wa. It's a once in a...
The glory of progress.
I hear you've on an average charm is it?
My heart is full of victory. My heart is full of victory. No use. One more success.
I believe your coaching is better than mine. I believe your coaching is better than mine. I still have much to learn.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. Of course I was right. What now? Do I get a reward? Let's do this again sometime, Professor. Let's do this again sometime, Professor. It's all instinct now. You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous.
Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Your guidance was greatly useful. I have understanding. I am closing in on expertise. You are giving me praise? I will get more soon. Your guidance was greatly useful.
Everything went pretty well today. I appreciate your coaching, Professor. I appreciate your coaching, Professor.
Oh, I was right? How embarrassing. I'm not used to such praise. Tell me, am I achieving anything yet?
I am beginning to understand. I appreciate your coaching.
Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies for the wait. Thank you for gathering here on the eve of the highly anticipated ball to bear witness to the Academy-wide dance competition. Welcome to the White Heron Cup. The competition will be judged by me, your humble servant, Alois Rangel, and also the acclaimed former songstress of the Mittelfrank Opera Company, Manuela Casagranda!
Yes, yes, thank you. Oh, and it should go without saying, but I swear to show no bias to my own house. Got it? Good.
Last but not least, the glamorous assassin who does all of her dancing in the dead of night, Shamir Navrand! The three of us swear on our honor to judge the following proceedings with utmost impartiality and fairness. And with that, will the representatives of each house please make their way to the stage? Contestants, are you ready to dance? And is the band prepared to play? Very well. Begin! Time! That's all, folks! Splendid! All three of you were fantastic! Now, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Oh my, let's see. I suppose I have no choice but to vote for the Blue Lion House. Your performance was artistic, beautiful even.
I vote for the Black Eagle House. The way you carried yourself was striking.
Great feedback, both of you. Well then, let's see. Factoring in my own humble opinion, yes, we have a winner! And I will announce who it is right now, without any delay. The winner of this year's White Heron Cup is the Black Eagle House!
As expected of someone as accomplished as myself.
Once more, please give a big round of applause for our talented participants.
We did it!
I will master this.
I appreciate your effort.
Well, I'm glad I passed.
I have regret.
Brother, please wait!
For the last time, Flayn, the answer is no.
You are departing for the Rhodos coast, are you not? I must come!
You will do no such thing. I am not going there to pay respects at the cemetery, but to do battle. With you there, I will be beside myself with worry. It will be easier for me to fight if I know you are safe.
But I must! Professor, you have come at just the right time. I only wish to make a small request. My dear brother is about to set forth on a most dangerous mission.
Indeed. The Western Church is attempting to seize sacred ground by force. With this action, they are no longer merely believers of a different creed. They are a dangerous threat that cannot be ignored. We cannot allow the holy artifacts enshrined there to fall into their hands.
I too wish to be of use to the Church. And I do admit I am terribly worried about my brother. No matter my protests, he will not allow me to come. Professor, this is where you can help. Will you accompany us both on this expedition? If you are there to protect me, my brother's fears will be allayed. Isn't that right, brother?
I suppose your aid would indeed be useful, yes.
I knew it! Please, Professor, will you join us? Wonderful. Let us depart at once.
Curious new strength.
Welcome!
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch! Is that the one? Is that thanks a bunch? that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Come back soon!
You heretics who defile our goddess! The sacred coast belongs to us, the Western Church.
You are the heretics! Be gone from here at once!
Silence, dog of the apostates! Prepare to receive our righteous blades!
I will recapture the monument. Everyone else should focus on removing the surrounding enemies.
Wait, brother! I shall accompany you!
Leave it to me.
The sound.
Here we go.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yeah!
Thanks.
Stay focused.
As you wish. Battle.
Guide me well.
Let us away.
Age is but a number.
Oh no.
I won? That can't be right.
So sorry.
You fought well. Should I have held back? The glory of progress. Each battle a chance to grow. We must all do our part.
It could get rough.
Of course I won. They seemed ripe for defeat.
Hardly worth my time.
Perhaps I should retreat.
It's dangerous.
As expected. You fought well.
So helpful. Oh no.
Leave it to me.
Worry not.
Truly, you weren't meant for combat. So this is what the goddess grants me.
I'd like to take it easy.
Helpful. Greatness awaits me.
The sun. It could get rough.
Battle.
It is our duty to worship Saint Kehoe. We will not allow heretics to come near.
This isn't so hard.
Almost.
I suppose it's working.
Can I go now? Leave it to me.
Just so vulnerable.
I still have a long way to go.
But it was for the sake of the goddess.
Why waste it?
The sun.
Let's be careful. No hard feelings. I feel more powerful. helps. Apologies.
I'm not at my best today.
This is what I do. I have to try harder.
There is much to learn from battle.
Still unstoppable.
Am I done yet? Whoa, did I get stronger?
I'm impressed.
I may as well win. Must be awful losing to me. I could have been sleeping this whole time.
Just like that.
Here we go!
As you wish.
It could get rough.
Is this over yet?
That really helped. Leave it to me.
The goddess protects us. We will never yield to the likes of you.
That helps. Let's be careful.
This is harder than expected.
Goddess, have you abandoned us?
You underestimated me. Thanks so much.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
I just worked harder. That really helped.
Prepare to taste the power of the true servants of the goddess!
I think I'm improving.
That is the last of them. Flayn, will you place some flowers at the monument?
Of course, brother. That is what I came here to do.
Your assistance is most appreciated. I can only hope that the Western Church will now see reason and abandon this place. But just to be safe, I have retrieved the holy artifacts. We cannot risk them falling into their hands. I will entrust them to you. I must confess, despite the situation, it was a pleasure to return here. This coast has a certain sentimental significance to my sister and me. Yes, this stone monument is not merely here to commemorate Saint Keyhole. It is also the grave of my wife.
You are safe now, Mother. Finally, you may find peace.
I suppose you have earned the right to know, but this must remain between us. Flayn is actually my daughter. My late wife and her mother are the same person. Due to certain circumstances, it is more convenient for us to masquerade as siblings for the time being. There are many who would seek to harm Flayn due to the unique blood she bears. Falsifying her identity is necessary to conceal her from such individuals. Mercifully, I happen to look quite young for my age. We make rather convincing siblings, do we not?
Mother loved the coast so much. She and I came here together often. Fishing was her favorite pastime. I used to sit and watch while she cast her line.
I remember it fondly. You did so love to eat the fish she caught as well.
Fish is my favorite food, it is true, due in no small part to Mother.
I still come here to fish from time to time, using the skills my wife taught me. It reminds me how deeply I appreciate those years, and how I wish I could return to them.
We cannot turn back the clock, Father. We must live our lives fully, in the present moment.
You're right. That is what she always said, isn't it? Dwell too much on the past, and you may be unable to move forward. Come then. Let us return home.
Goodbye, Mother. I love you. I shall bring flowers again for you next time.
The ball is tomorrow. I have no worthwhile memories of such events, yet I'm still looking forward to this one.
As am I, in the sense that I look forward to destroying all of the unworthy suitors who will inevitably swarm Lady Edelgard.
I will admit, Edelgard is adorable. However, when it comes to elegance on the dance floor, I am superior.
You're not a bad dancer, Ferdy, but you do have some moves that are hard to watch.
You honor me with your kind words. I understand that I am sometimes too dazzling to behold directly.
I'm envious of your positive attitude. I also know how to dance, in theory. Maybe I should participate as well.
Not me! You wouldn't catch me dancing at a ball any sooner than you'd catch a fish swimming through the sky!
Well, you do tend to flop around like a fish on the land after all.
Why would you say that? Now I feel like a fish on a skillet.
On a skillet. Never mind.
Speaking of the ball, do we get to pick who we dance with? I wonder who I should ask.
A bold subject change. Should Lady Edelgard wish it, I would be honored to.
I will fight with all that I have within me.
Fighting? No, that's not really the point.
I will not be as a fish upon the flame.
Okay.
I have a proposition. Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion? It's a great idea.
5 years from today will be the Millennium Festival for Garrigmach Monastery. I've heard the magnitude of the festivities will exceed all prior years.
Oh, how exciting! Sounds like a great excuse to come visit our dear professor.
You will be seeing how much growing I have done. You will be pleased, Professor. This idea is good.
Who knows where each of us will be in 5 years' time, or who we will become. Still, I have faith that all of us will gather and celebrate our reunion.
That's assuming the professor is still here in 5 years, and not enjoying a cozy early retirement.
Even if that's the case, you will come, won't you? Whether or not you're still teaching here. Don't forget, my teacher. Even if the Millennium Festival should be cancelled, I promise to return here.
Running away? I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor. So you do think you're the favorite? I might have known. But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance. Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
Here you are. Are you waiting for someone? For me? Well, you should have summoned me earlier. Regardless, here I am. No, nothing in particular. In fact, that's why I came here. This place, the Goddess Tower, it was special to my parents. My father attended the Officers' Academy himself. A few years after graduating, he was crowned emperor. One day, during a visit to the monastery, he snuck into the Goddess Tower on a nostalgic whim. And there she was, my mother. She had just enrolled in the academy that very year. They were instantly drawn to each other. Love at first sight, you could say. It was the first time either had truly been in love, or so the story goes. Yes, of course, as Emperor, my father had already married for political reasons. As the Empire demands many heirs, he also had numerous other lovers. In the end, my mother settled for becoming one of his many consorts, but I choose to believe there was genuine love between them. I suppose it's a silly story to cling to. For some reason, I feel compelled to tell you all of these things I have kept hidden. I can't say the name, but it was a noble who I met in the kingdom a lifetime ago. Anyway, what about you? It's your turn to reveal some long-held secret. You can share a story about your past, or perhaps tell me about your first love. You're telling the truth. I can tell. I wasn't even able to make you blush. No, I'm the one who should apologize. It wasn't my intention to pry. I'm just intrigued by you and your mysterious past. You have supposedly always been a mercenary, but I believe there's more to your story than that. Let's leave it there for today and return to the ball. There must be plenty of students hoping to talk with you, and to dance with you. I would not wish to prevent you from mingling. I cannot keep you all to myself, after all.
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more? How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you? Do as you will. Oh, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there. I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her? Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to. I hear someone singing from over there. Song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone? No, there's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
true noble never fails.
I've passed, have I?
I passed! I have success! I'm so glad I passed!
Perfect comprehension. As I knew I would, of course. Professor Hanneman, is this a good spot for this book?
That will do nicely, Lysithea. I'm sorry to trouble you with these chores.
It's no trouble. After all, it's proper etiquette for the young to help the elderly.
The elderly? I'm only... never mind. How have you been feeling of late? Anything worth mentioning?
I've been feeling well enough, all things considered.
You seem to be maturing remarkably. No doubt your well-being is due to the positive influence of your twin crests working in tandem.
Here he goes with the positive again. Looks like your research is more useless than I thought.
I may ignore your assaults on my age, but I will not allow unfettered attacks upon my research. What makes you think it's lacking? Surely you do not deny that your crest-related abilities exceed those of your peers. You are so far ahead of the others. Even the combined effects of the twin crests you bear do not fully account for that discrepancy.
You just can't see beyond the crest, can you? In all your research, haven't you considered that my abilities are a direct result of the effort I put in?
Of course, I am aware that you are a hardworking student, but...
My efforts far exceed those of any other student. I've placed top priority on growing as quickly as possible.
Is the ability to expend such incredible efforts, to be so focused and driven, is that not a form of talent?
It has nothing to do with talent. It's a question of sheer will. I'm determined to succeed, no matter the sacrifice.
I see, but what drives you to such lengths?
I have goals, just like anyone, and precious little time in which to achieve them.
Little time?
The people who made me as I am informed me that my life would be drastically shortened as a result. A person bearing two crests against the will of nature itself. Well, clearly it can't be sustainable. As such, I don't indulge in the luxury of fantasizing about the future. I haven't got one. Knowing all this now, will you still claim that my crests are something positive?
I cannot. Please understand, I had no idea.
I'll be leaving now.
Lysithea, so that is why you were...
Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man? Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. My last mission took longer than expected.
Captain! Thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
That's why I'm heading there now, to see what's really going on. You'll join as well, won't you?
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel. They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds. Shortly after, demonic beasts started to appear, one after another.
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students. Damn it! I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. Oh, there's never any damn time. But this is much more urgent, so it can hold for now. I'll meet you there. Really are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Help me! These beasts, they're...
Somebody, help me!
You stupid beasts! Don't you dare come over here!
As you wish.
That's my cue.
Put me in there!
My turn?
will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre. I will not hold back!
This can't be right.
To work. Taking aim.
I will get the victory. War feeds my body and mind.
Stay focused.
That beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead. Beasts were actually students. How can this be?
I can fight through anything.
Thanks for helping! Ready to fight!
This is critical.
It's time!
We'll protect you. Take full advantage.
Allow us. Let's use our heads.
Well, like what you see?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I'm in.
I'll show you a plan. How interesting. Think this'll work? Need a hand?
Let's surprise them.
I will get the victory.
Got your back.
I created a plan.
To work. Hate me all you want.
My turn?
Aha! A weak point! Stay focused.
That's my cue.
It's over.
Splendid attack.
Thank you! But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
nothing.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Put me in there!
This'll do it! Right makes might, right? Still raring to go.
I will prevail. We won't hold back.
As you wish.
We have it.
My plan is flawless.
Need backup?
I'll find their weakness.
Let's try this out.
We'll work together.
Preparations are complete.
I'm in.
I will use the strategy.
Taking aim. Strength is all for a mercenary.
Not an option.
No need to hold back, milady.
Sorry. That was a close one.
initiated.
Back to the fray. Victory is assured.
I'm impressed.
I was so scared. I'll find a way to repay you. I promise.
You saved me! Thank you.
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Remire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Huh? Another student? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. You're just a pathetic old man. How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, you dog.
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. Huh? What are you doing here?
You must survive, merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
So this is where your father lived. Are you still crying? If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate. Control yourself. Though Gerald's death was at the hands of wicked ones, a fate is still a fate. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well, well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead. Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are. To think that that Geralt would meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him. He wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead. Sorry. This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest. Oh, but I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Geralt was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend. It was a long while back. At the time, Geralt was a soldier of the kingdom. He was injured in battle, and I saved him just as he was about to perish. That was our first meeting. After that, he became a knight of Seros. He gave his all in service of the church. He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garreg-Mach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning. Your mother, she was my...
Sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?